to BYU and Houston. What are we looking at?
BYU and Houston. One of the things I'm looking at in this game is BYU was favored by 35 points last week over UTSA. They win that game 27-20, and now they're going to Houston, and I think the spread currently is at 5.5. So I'm looking at Houston the 30 points better than UTSA. That just seems like a huge jump. I mean, Houston is a better team, I believe, than UTSA, but that jump, and that tells me somebody knows something. It seems a little weird. It's not like BYU's going and playing a Division II team or just played a Division II team. They played UTSA and Houston. Are they similar teams? No, but talent-wise, are they similar? Possibly. So I don't know. I don't like this. I'm going to probably just watch this game. I don't like it. I think BYU, usually when they play these air raid teams, they like to play, 3 linemen and drop 8. I know BYU's offensive line is a good offensive line. They're going to give Wilson a lot of time to throw the ball. I don't think Houston's going to, get to Zach Wilson, I think is his name, for BYU. So I think he'll have some time to throw. I do think BYU wins this game, but like I said, with that big of a point spread between last week and this week, with Houston and UTSA, that's just a game I'm not going to touch. I do think BYU wins the game, but a no bet for me in this game tonight.
I'm with you on the BYU winning, and I would lean BYU minus, and it's 5.5 right now. That line kind of moves up and down a little bit, but Houston blows out Tulane last week, but they dropped the ball all over the place. They turned the ball over 5 times. So. But the euphoria of winning, it was their first game because they've been waiting. You might see a little drag before they're able to kick it into another gear, Houston, for in the next game, and that's why it's a no play to me, because I need to see a couple of games usually with a team in order to bet against or for them to kind of see where they're at. What we saw with Houston last week with what they did, blowing out Tulane in the second half. They scored 28 in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's just something where I want to take another look at Houston before I throw any bet on a game against or for Houston. So I'll side with you and just look. BYU wins the game total. I mean, the total's in the vicinity, but I don't get a real good feel for it. So it's just a talk about game and not a bet on game for me.
Yep, I agree. I'm staying away from this game. It is on TV, so I will be watching. Sure. If I pick something up, maybe I'll do something live on this game, but before the game, I'm not touching anything here.
Cool. Let's move on.